Hello there, it's Sarah from Paper Lovely. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be sharing with you two cards I created using the Tim Holtz Day of the Dead stamp set. So here I'm working with a piece of Neenah cardstock, and this is trimmed to 4 by 5 1/4. Then I've got a piece of an old dictionary that I went ahead and attached using my ATG gun, and I'm just going to trim off the excess there. I'm working with the girl from the stamp set. This is the larger of the two. And first I tried stamping this using Simon Says Stamp Barely Beige, but it just wasn't quite dark enough, so I switched over to the Intense Black. And I did stamp that twice just to make sure I got a nice clear impression. To accent that, I'm going to use some orange ribbon as well as some white twine that has some gold strands through it. I'm just going to attach that at the bottom using my ATG gun. And then for the twine, I used some glue dots. So I'm attaching the first end there, and then I went ahead and twisted that really well just to make sure that the gold strand in the center didn't come undone. And then I did make sure that both the gold and the white strands were both stuck down on that glue dot. For my sentiments, I'm going to be using the Tim Holtz Small Talk stickers. So on the front there, I'm placing Ghostly Greetings. Here I've got some MFT steel gray cardstock, and I'm just going to score that and make that into an A2 size card base. Here I will trim out some craft foam. I'll attach that to the back of my panel. And then place that on my card front. For the inside of the card, I went with the sentiment Happy Haunting, and I'm just using my ruler there to make sure to get the sticker nice and straight. And that will complete the first card. For card number 2, I'm again working on a Neenah Desert Storm panel trimmed to 4 by 5 1/4. I had again tried stamping with that Simon Says Stamp Barely Beige ink, and it just wasn't quite dark enough, so I switched over to Hero Art's Cup of Joe. Here I'm going to trim out that picture using the Spellbinders large label dies, and this is the largest in the set. I also used one of the smaller label dies to cut out a piece of MFT's Pure Plum cardstock, and I'm just going to use my ATG gun to attach that to the bottom of the picture. Then I'll go ahead and pop that up with some foam tape. Here I'm going to work with some paper tape. This is very similar to washi tape, only it's not quite as see-through, and it actually has a backing on the back of it like a sticker, so it is very easy to play around with while you're creating your design. Then you just peel off the backing and just stick it right down wherever you'd like it. This is by 7 Gypsies. again use those Tim Holtz small talk stickers for my sentiment. On the front, I went with "Open if you dare." Now I'm going to go ahead and just remove the backing, and I will place that down on my card front. I've also pulled out some sequins. These are the Studio Katya Clear Crystal Fusion. They have a really pretty iridescent that has some purple in it, so this went really well with the card base. And I think I forgot to tell you, the card base is made from MFT's eggplant cardstock. So I'm just arranging those sequins there, and then I will go ahead and attach those using some Ranger Multi-Matte Medium. On the inside, I'll again attach a sticker, and this time I went with Trick or Treat. And that completes our second card. Here's a quick look back at the cards. Additional close-ups as well as a full list of supplies can be found at my blog post listed in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a comment or a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.